Okay, folks, we're back. Ladies and gentlemen, my next guest tonight has starred in Chaplin and the movie With Honors. Her movie, The Tie That Binds, opens this Friday. Please welcome back to our show, Moira Kelly. Yeah, very nice.
Oh, boy.
You've inspired a mob here tonight.
Thank you. Are there any firemen in the house?
Now, you mentioned, why firemen? What are you talking about?
I love them.
You love firemen, really?
I do, yeah.
What do you mean, you have a thing for firemen of any
Yes,
kind?
I think it started back in kindergarten when I took my first visit to the firehouse. And I saw the truck and the pole and...
Please, Moira, this is a show for children.
I'm having a moment.
Don't do that. Seriously, do you in real life? Because I know some women have a thing for a guy like in a uniform. You like firemen, is that true?
Yes, I do. I think they're so brave. And just the idea that they can climb a ladder and swing me over their shoulder and I've been tempted to set my apartment on fire a few times just to...
Just to have firemen come?
Yeah.
No, we can't encourage that.
Okay.
We can't encourage that on national television.
All right.
Any other, because I've heard women say, oh, the UPS guys. I love that uniform, that brown uniform. Does that do anything for you?
No, just the firemen.
How about the Domino's pizza guy?
No, just the firemen.
Just a fireman.
Yeah.
So is this, and it's something that's happened for you for a long time, this.
Yeah.
You just like them. Have you ever, why don't you date a fireman then? Are you single right now?
I am, yes. Yeah.
Why don't you date a fireman?
It's kind of hard. My schedule doesn't permit it. I'm busy a lot. And...
Really? Those guys are in one place all the time.
I know, but I'm all over the place. I would like to, and I always thought that if I did marry one, we wouldn't have stairs in the house. We'd have poles everywhere, and I always thought it would be a lot of fun. You know.
You've got a very odd fantasy life, Moira.
I do.
Yeah. Sounds very strange. Now, you mentioned you're single, and because you're working hard all the time. Tell us about this new movie, The Tie That Binds.
The Tie That Binds. It's a psychological thriller, and I play a mother. Myself and Vincent Spano are a couple who can have a child, so we adopt, and with this child comes her real parents that I consider the Manson couple of the 90s, and they come back to get their blood in
This is we had David Carradine on the show, and he was talking about Keith Carradine. I'm sorry, David Carradine's Kung Fu. I'm sorry, who's great, by the way. Check out Kung Fu. It's even better
Saturday
on cassette.
afternoon Kung Fu theater.
That's right. Well, we had Keith on the show, and he was talking about this movie. It's actually this is a violent movie. You have to do a lot of crazy stunts in it, because the clip he showed, people are getting slapped around, thrown off stairs, butchered. Butchered.
I get hung over a fire. I have a plastic bag thrown over my head. I'm running around a lot, screaming, Janie! Every other clip is me running somewhere going, Janie! You know, I think the audience is going to be like, find her! Already. But it's good.
Really annoying, yeah.
Yeah, it's good, though. It's really good. It's good versus evil, and the idea of, although I'm not really her biological mother, I'm willing to die for her. It's that whole...
So there's a lot of other stuff there.
Yeah,
In addition to the gore.
In addition to the gore.
All right,
It's really not too gory, though. It's more... You don't really see a lot of the violence, and I think that's what makes it even creepier. It's sort of Hitchcock-like. It's behind closed doors.
Now, I wanted to make an observation, because you've been on the show before, and I noticed this, too, on screen. You look very young. You look much younger than your... Yes. Now... But when I say that, I mean, you look like you could be a teenager, easily. Do you get that a lot? Do you find that people notice that about you?
Yeah. I think it's good, though. I'll take it as a compliment.
Yeah, it's a nice thing. It's a great thing. Has it caused problems for you, though, in your life?
Yeah, sometimes in just getting roles. I mean, even just to get the role in Tie That Binds, they had a hard time trying to, pass me off as a mother. They didn't think people would believe it, but it's all in the acting.
And the old wig that you can play. Yeah, very nice, yeah.
And lots of makeup.
But like people just walking around in general, it doesn't cause you any problems. You can go into a bar, no problem.
No,
right?
I can't. I always get carded. I got carded? Yeah, I got carded buying cigarettes. I got carded on the bus once. Not carded in, can I see your ID, but they thought I was in elementary school. And they wanted to know...
You're kidding, really?
Yeah, and they wanted to know if I had a bus pass to ride the bus, which I thought was funny. And also, I remember when I was in college in New York City, my first year, I was a live-in nanny. And there was a little boy that I was taking care of, and I went to go pick him up at his school, and he was about 12 years old. And I'm over at the water fountain getting some water, waiting for this little boy to come out of class. And another little boy tried to pick me up at the water fountain. And I had to turn to him and say, I'm sorry, I'm 21 years old. But,
in which case he was more interested,
exactly,
I'm sure.
Yeah. He's like, that's my point, baby.
Yeah.
What is it, you and me, it's seesaw.
Yeah. There's a lot happening at the Seesaw, I understand. Now, Moira, very Irish name. We've talked about this before. You come from, like me, big Irish family.
Right.
Now, I get this all the time. My family has been in this country for, like, 300 years or something. You know, we've just been, living in inbreeding, marrying other 100% Irish people. It's very sick. But
good
you,
skin, though.
Yeah, good skin. But you, on the other hand, did you get this too? People always ask me, hey, can you do an Irish jig or something like that? It's like, what are you talking about? No, I can't do anything like that.
Yes, I took Irish step dancing as a kid.
You did, you actually?
I did, yeah.
Irish step dancing. What's Irish step dancing? This crowd loves dance of any kind. Yeah. They just love it.
It's a form of Irish step dancing. It's really traditional. It dates back ages, and they say that a lot of your tap and your jazz sort of stemmed and branched off of the Irish step dancing.
I'm imagining like something a leprechaun would do when he found his gold. I mean, is it like a jig of some kind? What is it?
There's jigs, reels, hornpipes, set dances, all different types of things.
Can you just give us a quick example of anything, just to show us?
Yeah.
I know what you're talking about. What are we talking about here?
Where would you like me to do it? Right here?
Yeah, right here is fine, just to show.
Usually you have to do this with special shoes. They have nails on the bottom, so they make it kind of sound, So I don't have those. I only have my motorcycle boots. I'm going to do the best I can, okay? So you just imagine if you can do that. Here we go. You ready?
Yeah, ready.
Hands at my side. And...
Hey, very nice.
Something more like this.
Oh, leprechaun?
But
green clovers, yellow
green
hearts.
clovers, pointy ears,
gotcha.
curly shoes.
And you learn this? Did all your brothers and sisters learn it too?
We all learned it. My sisters, Deirdre and Colette, we used to do what was called a three-hand reel, and we used to compete at feshes. And a fesh is an Irish festival where you go and you compete in dancing and you win trophies.
You can win a trophy for this stuff.
Although when I danced by myself individually, I never won because I always ended up on the wrong stage. But with my sisters, I was okay because they always knew where to go.
They always took good care of you.
Yes, they did. They were good to me.
Now, let me just make sure I get this right. The Tie That Binds opens this Friday.
Opens this Friday,
People can see it everywhere.
Yes, please.
I hope you'll come back when you got your next movie. It's
I would
always
love
fun
to.
having you here, and we bond.
Thank you.
Thanks for doing it. Moira Kelly, everybody. We'll take a break. We'll be right back with Blessed Union of Souls. Stick around. Folks, that's pretty much our show for the night. I do want to quickly announce that the winner of the 10th Annual College Band Search will be announced this Friday on the show, and then next Wednesday the winner will appear on the show. So watch for that. And I want to thank my guest, Moira Kelly. Thank you very much.
Thank you. Nice being here.
Now, I understand you're going... You're driving across country starting tomorrow?
Tomorrow morning I leave. This will be my 11th time doing it.
Why do you do that? You've really gone back and forth 11 times?
I'm the road warrior, Conan. I love to drive.
Very nice. All right. Well, best of luck with that.
Thanks.
Get a good car. I also want to thank David Allen Greer for being with us tonight. Our thanks to him. And ladies and gentlemen, giving our thanks to Blessed Union of Souls for performing. Very cool. Of course, my thanks to Andy Richter, the Max Weinberg 7. Stay tuned. For Later with Craig Kinnear, Gray's guest tonight is Gail O'Grady. Good night, everybody. We'll see you tomorrow. You're an actress, right?
Yeah.
Right. You act.
Well, that's what they say.
Yeah. And you're doing a project or something?
I'm in a show called Maybe This Time. It's a new series.
Okay, I see. So you work in front of the camera.
Yeah, I'm on the show. I play opposite Marie Osmond. It's a series, and I'm on the show.
Great. Now, is it Benny White or Betty White?
It's Betty White.
Betty White. Now, I see that you start in something, if I remember correctly, The Golden Goat. Now, tell me, that's a song about...
No, it was the Golden Girls. It was four,
okay, fine.
Four women who lived together in Miami.
Yeah, okay, great. And Betty
White. Yeah,
Betty.
I was one of the four.
Great.
Well, I've certainly enjoyed being here.
This was really fun. Betty Watts, everybody.